Good evening and welcome to the Gray Barn of Andover, New Jersey. Tonight we're going to visit with three of our vendors, Redreamable, Thrifty Rick, and Reloved with Hart. In the parentheses you'll see 67, Rick, and DNT. Those are their vendor codes which you'll see on the upper left-hand corner of their tags. All three of these vendors are 20% off unless marked firm. You can get a hold of us on our email at graybarnantiques.com. We are on Facebook at Gray Barn Antiques, which is the same as our YouTube channel of Gray Barn Antiques. If you've not already done so, please be sure to subscribe to our channel to be alerted to new content. We are also on Instagram at Gray.Barn. Now, you may have the items shipped to you if you're not local. We are zip code 07821. We are located in Andover, New Jersey, which is Upper Sussex County, New Jersey, exit 25 off of Route 80, just about 7 minutes up from there on your way to Newton. And you can pick up items at our shop Wednesday through Sunday during business hours. You can pay with PayPal. We'll gladly send you a PayPal invoice, or you may pay over the phone with your credit card, safe and securely. Only during business hours. Do not send us your credit card information. So those familiar with these videos, I spend some time on we're a multi-vendor shop up in Sussex County, New Jersey, 3,600 square feet. Tonight I'm doing this after business hours as my son is up at his Civil Air Patrol meeting, so I take the time to come and do this. I'm in the front booth, which from the last time we did this has changed dramatically. I'll do another walk around of our shop when we get everything settled. As you can see, lights are off and we've kind of got a little bit of a mess here, and a lot of this stuff goes outside, and we just got more packing peanuts in for all the shipping we're doing. The whole front of the shop has changed in the last 3 weeks, so we'll be reviewing that, and that is our new, our vendor Bronx Man Cave has moved up to the front here, and Reloved with Hart will be getting a booth tonight. We're still visiting with her 2 bookcases. She has not moved yet. We're going to start with Redreamable's 2 shelves in the case room. And here's one of them. And again, she is 20% off unless marked firm. So you see on that little fairy lamp, the Fenton Vintage Custard, it's 55 firm. So there would not be an additional discount off of that. However, the little left-in 1985 trinket box with the butterfly, $22 becomes $17.60. And that's the same discount for cash or credit card. And credit card would be your PayPal as well. So you're not going to get any difference in discount no matter how you pay. And on credit cards in person has to be over $10. These little doves become $20. Moser Bunny is now on sale for $35.60. I'm not quite sure. I can't do all the math in my head. A pair of nice brass swans. Another fairy lamp. And I do have another fairy lamp that came in with another vendor. Hers is Moser glass as well, and that one is $48. It's a amethyst, orangey carnival glass base with a satin glass top, and the flowers are a deep orange. So, and that one is $48, and that's tiny. It's only like 4 inches tall. So that was Redreamable's one shelf, and then she has another shelf around here. And I try not to spin too quickly because I know how that can be a little vertigo-inducing. So we're going to walk up to her other shelf, which is also 20% off. So, and again, you're taking 20% off those prices that you see. So the binoculars in the back, it would be off that red price because she doesn't say firm after the red price. So those become $24 on those binoculars. She has a lot of Harmony Kingdom pieces, the harder to find ones. Don't have the boxes. If an item does have a box, our vendors will write that on the tag for you. And if you see anything in passing, it doesn't have to be from the booths that we're featuring. Just reach out to us and we will gladly get you more information on those items. And again, all of the contact information is also in our about. So if I go too fast or you can't catch it on the screenshot, just go right up on there. If you're emailing us, just please, or messaging us, or even calling us, if you can give me the timestamp of where you saw an item, if you're not able to do screenshots, just give us that, and then we can still find the items nice and easy for you. So Redreamable has 2 booths. This one on this side is a lot more of the primitive, rustic kind of items. And you can see that 20% off sale sign. So she's got a lot of these great brass horse, the horse that you would put on your show horse. So 3 of them for $20. This one's cool because it's got a spider And I know if you look online, there's some people that have been making necklaces out of just this portion of it, and they've been getting quite a bit of decent money for those. So you get 3 for $20, and I think this includes Charles and Diana. Oh yeah, so there you go. You have their wedding of Charles and Diana on there. This box has been reduced to $22.40. Now, if you see any furniture that you wish to purchase, it must be local pickup, and we do expect immediate payment over the phone for the furniture, and it must be picked up within 5 business days unless prior arrangements have been made. We also request that you bring your own help. We're not exactly in the best of shape anymore to help move everything. I'm sorry. $6.40. It's cold. Don keeps having, wow, it's very lightweight. Don's been having a lot of problems with his back lately. So if you do have help, I mean, we'll help you as best we can. Great stuff. And like I said, you're taking the 20% off the red, so that's $9.60. So you can see when there's noted damage, they will put that on the tag as well. And again, first we're visiting with Redreamable. We will be visiting 3 vendors tonight. And tomorrow night, Wednesday night at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time is our weekly Facebook Live, which features a lot of, I try to hone in on the items that I think are a really good deal or they just came in that day, and you can purchase that way as well. So let's see, it's got wood bottom and wood. And this is like a thin hammered, this is just $12, wear and tear. So it's just got normal condition issues, nothing major, just what you'd expect to find on items of vintage age. This is neat. 35 becomes 28. Incense candle holder. I guess we'll lay them across here. A lot of great books and boxes. Piggy banks, bookends. I'm kind of focusing in on the title, so if you want any of these books, you can let me know. I know a lot of people want them based upon color and displayability more than the actual books. So I try to, if you're going to reach out to me and ask for books, which we've had, this way I can grab the ones that you want. She always got a lot of brass, and this booth is the one that usually has a lot of it. It looks like he might be a little heavier. $9.60. Not too heavy. You just put the little tea light in the back there. A lot of owls. And you'll notice that sometimes there are some of the things that you might have seen last month, but they've been marked down, or now you've had the time to think about it. We have a very unhappy looking child here. Not unhappy, but get it over with already. And he's $52. And the great thing with Redreamable's tags is most often the measurements are on the items, which makes it super duper easy. We have a lot of great lighting in here too, and it's always priced very well. So this lamp is just $28. And they'll try to put on there if it's vintage or contemporary, reproduction. And we'll let you know as well if you perceive something as, and we'll let you know. We always examine every item before we send it to you. We don't just send it out without clarifying and making sure everything is good. So I'm seeing all these gavels. They are all just $8 each. So I'll probably bring a couple of those up tomorrow night. This is, there's no, other than like this one says 12 inch. I don't have any other, and this is redwood. This one, that one's wood oak. So, I mean, maybe there's 6 of them. So this one's black color, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you could just kind of let me know if you want one of the gavels or you want all of them, just say I want number 1 and 3, so I can have an idea from what I just did in this video, and hopefully nobody mixes them up tomorrow. But I'll always, if we're shipping to you, I also always send pictures to confirm that I'm grabbing the right items for you. So these are just $12 each. A lot of mason jars, bottles. And if you see something on the bottom shelves, just reach out and let me know. I generally don't bend too much in these videos. That's unusual. What is this? piston ring expander for $8. It looks like it would be a great piece for steampunk, like some kind of like little jumping animal kind of thing. You can actually kind of see it's got a face too, 2 eyes in the mouth, and this is kind of cool. You can probably make something out of that. As you see, a lot of like the pieces are great in those. You'll see a lot of people selling whole vignettes now, and it's not cheap. I mean, they're really cute, and it's great if you want an instant collection, but we make it that you can afford to make up your own little vignettes. That cool rooster is just $14.40. Things like this are very often in them, the little molds, and that one's just $8. It's got a rooster, some kind of bird, and an eagle. A lot of littles go into the making of those. Enamelware, we have a lot of that. We have a lot of great kitchen tools. That's a green handle for just $4. And again, we're visiting first with Redreamable in her more primitive booth. Wow, look at the price on this. This is a nice punch tin lamp on the top there with this rooster. It's just $14.40. And you can see it is working. So a lot of the things Don can and cannot ship, the things that sometimes we have to, he has to do 2 boxes for an item, like if it's a lamp and we have to do the shade separately. We'll always let you know if something is going to cost way above and beyond to ship. I mean, you can basically ship everything, but if it goes over the total measurements of 12 by 12 by 12, then they hit you for fees, for size fees. It's not so much the weight as it is the size. This one just has 2 on it, and this one is 16. This is nice. This is just reduced to 22, so $17.60 for the goose print that's framed and matted nicely. A lot more little things hanging off over here as well. Oh, we have this great Yankees thing up here. Father's Day is our next holiday. There are a lot of Yankees fans in the area. Don can ship that. And he did not buy that one. He often buys them. So we're going to go, let's see. I think we're going to come up and go around this way so we can go to Redreamable's other booth and then visit our last 2 vendors. And I can show you along the way some of the changes that we're doing. I see Straight Ahead on second thought was just in, and she has restocked. That green stand has sold already. So this here is where that vendor at Bronx Man Cave, Larry, that I showed you in the front was, and it's going to be Reloved with Hart very shortly. So right now there's just some items holding the space. So when we come back next month and visit again with Reloved with Hart, she will be in this booth. So big changes there. And here is Redreamable's other booth, which tends to lean with more of the daintier items. Victorian themed, and again, we have more books. I think, you know what, we're going to start in the middle. I usually start on the edges, but we're going to go to the books first, and I want you to just see the titles so you can let me know if any of these are ones that you want. Don't just say the green book, please. I'm showing you the title so you can give me specifically which ones that you want. Just makes it a lot easier on me when I have to come running around and try to find these items. All right, so those are the books. And we'll start, like I said, in the center. So this really cute little bookcase is for sale. It's $100, and there are the measurements. It's a nice little narrow piece that will fit in easily. And there's this nice plant stand that just came in. It does not have the measurements on the tags, but I did feature it Sunday on Instagram and Facebook, where I did put the measurements on it. And it's like $47 and some change. And you hear voices in the back. That's just the gym in the back. They are out there working out. And this is a nice little Toll painted watering can for $9.60. There's a nice wood compote. I know people love these. This one's just $14.40. It does have the flowers in it. They are glued in. If you want those out, it's going to take a little bit of a soak to get the glue out of that, or a scrape. It is wood, so you really have some options there to remove that from it to use it for something else, unless you just like it with those flowers, and that's fine. And tomorrow at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time in the morning, our friend Kim of Yesterday's Tomorrows will be doing another live video on her Facebook page from our shop. It'll be her third visit with our shop. And she brings with her 32,000 followers on Facebook. And we often pick up a few new customers that way, which is wonderful. So I know a few of you watching this YouTube video are here because of Kim, who we appreciate so much. She's such a lovely woman. Or you found us in other ways, but I don't want you to miss out on any of our Facebook happenings either. I know a lot of people don't like to do Facebook, but you can, just like on Instagram, set all your stuff to private. And they even have like a new feature now on Facebook pages, though it won't work well on my page because during the lives, they have an anonymous post thing. So you can kind of not, if you want to post a comment or a question on a page, you can do that now with anonymity. But on my Facebook Lives, I need to know your names because we need to know who we're selling the things to. So $44 on this really cool Art Nouveau mirror. Nice nightstand. There's only one of these right now. It's just $48. It's Thomasville. And there's the measurements on that. And the drawers work wonderfully. There's the Thomasville mark on that. Nice piece of quality furniture for $48. Can't get that on Wayfair or Walmart. You're paying $100 and something for a bunch of particle board. Meanwhile, here, you've got a nice piece of wood furniture for just $48. Nice set of nesting tables. $48 and then 20% off, and that's the Bombay Company. Pretty little floral plaques are $15.20 each. They're porcelain on a velvet with a nice little metal frame, and there's a couple different colors. This is more of a red than the pink that I'm seeing on my screen. And then there's two more over here. These are really nice. These are a heavier plastic. Oops. Heavy chippy plaster corbel shelf for $16 each. There's two of these, and there are the measurements on that. And then we have some nice architectural pieces floating around as well. This is the pair. They're $17.60. Now, Sirocco was that, like the Tupperware parties, you'd go to a Sirocco party and order things out of the catalog, and a lot of it's made to look like wood, even though it's a plastic, and a lot of times it's a heavier plastic. That's a neat mirror sconce. I don't think we can ship this one, but $16. Yeah, because I don't know if this comes off. We might be able to, but most likely not. It's a nice marble-topped plant stand. There's always some great trivets in here. Mirrors, we've got a lot of mirrors, great mirrors. She's always getting a lot of great mirrors and artwork. That's very interesting. And here's the measurements. It's just $20. And she's got a lot of information on there. It's a reproduction Renaissance figural. That's really neat. Small little bird cage here, 10 by 6 for $9.60. Decorative, not functional. Do not put your birds in there, please. Got a lot of ducks. Not in a row, though. They're spread out throughout the booth. Nice cobalt set in the silver plated cream and sugar, $17.60. So this does come out so you can clean it. How much is this one? $9. Sorry, I have to buy that for Don. Put that away. That's one of his, he likes these little salts with the cobalt inserts. So I just found him a little gift. One of his things for Father's Day. I'll add it to his pile. The other thing he likes is pie birds. I have a hard time finding those, though. The older ones I often get him a few newer ones that I'll find online for sale. And they're fun. They're figural. But I try to find him the older ones. I've only gotten a few older ones over the years because they can be a bit pricey. Ooh, that's a neat little candle holder. $8 for the 7-inch tall. It's got like flowers on it, milk glass, very pretty. I just want to I'm going to step back and just put this on a table over here, just so I don't have it in my hand and I can actually keep showing you stuff. This is one of the good things too when I do these YouTube videos. I mean, not necessarily good because I buy a lot of times for myself, but this time I found a gift. So it's good when I can come through and do this because I don't often see the things coming in until they're at the register. I'm like, oh, I would like that. So, wow, this corner cabinet is $80 after the discount. Here's the measurements, and it's all wood, and it does have a couple of shelves in the bottom. It has a shelf there and that, so you have the storage in here. This does close. It's just on the floor, and we don't really want to shove it closed. But what a gorgeous piece, and the price is right on that. So if you're a local, it is a great display piece. Personally, I wouldn't paint it, but it is an easy paint project if you need it to match better in a room. I could see this as black or gray, dark gray. Shabby chiced up with the distressing on it. Have a single bracket there for $12 with the rose. A lot of great artwork. Look at this one. These cats are just $8, 20 by 16. Framed print. There's nothing wrong with it. And you know, a lot of times our vendors get good deals on things, so they want to pass those deals on to you. So that's why you're seeing such amazing prices. We want to get it in, get it to a new home as fast as we can so we can bring you more great finds. This is a little thimble shelf. So let's see how much this guy is. $12. It'll hold 20 of them, I'm sorry. It's $12. It holds 20. So that's a good deal if you need that. I know people that collect thimbles. Here's a nice door knocker. It's got tulips. And that's just $9.60 for that. Now, we've featured this lamp before. It's still here, $40. Dawn did measure. We had somebody who was interested in having it shipped. Fortunately, it is not a good contender for that. Plans are eventually, when we get things settled in here, to maybe use other shipping methods like UPS and open up. But at this time, we just have not had a chance with all these other changes going on and adding new vendors. Trying to get an actual shipping station set up has not happened. It is on our to-do list. It took me over a year and a half to get my shelf that I wanted above the door, but it's there. So things do happen, just not necessarily super quick. So we featured this the other night on the live for $36. It does not have the lid, and I missed this. It's an old little chip out of it, but it doesn't go through. It's like, I mean, I can feel it a little bit. There's like a tiny little hole, but that's been there forever. We can tell by the discoloration. So $36, it's a very good price if you look those up online, even with that little bit of damage. This is pretty cool for $14.40. And again, we will be doing our Facebook Live tomorrow night, every Wednesday at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. I might not do next week I might do it on Thursday night, but I will always post and let you know if things are changing. So the only reason I want to do that is because there's a car show happening next Wednesday night, the first Wednesday in June, I think it was. That's right up the road from us at the Andover Diner. So I might want to stay open later for that to let some of the car people shop. Although that's 6 to 9. So maybe if I get my Facebook Live done, I might be able to do that and not have it affect that. So now we are in the back at Thrifty Rick and our vendor Reloved with Hart. So they each have 2 bookcases. And like I said, these 2 here, she might keep the bookcases for a bit, but is definitely moving into that new booth, and we will be visiting there next month. So Thrifty Rick, it's so dark over here. Does this light, hold on, let me see if I can get just a bit more lighting. Ha-ha, I did. All right, so we got a little bit more lighting now, so that does help. This water cooler does have some condition issues, you can see. So that's $48 as is. I do recommend whoever buys it that they do get a crazy glue in there so that does not spread any further and does not come apart. We have this really good ice bucket, as is, Chromium by United for $8. I think the as is because of some pitting on the chrome, which is natural. And you have your glass liner. Is it a glass liner? I think so, but with one hand, it's very difficult to pull that apart. And then we have the tongs with it. This whole setup is just $8. And it's got some great lines to it, so it's a great piece right there. And that's just $8. This really cool, funky, it's like from the 1980s big hair time box, right? And it's got the lid on it. A little chip over there, nothing major. But it comes with a bunch of old matches in it as well, and that's just $8 for that box. Ashtray for $8 firm. It's not super heavy. It's got an Egyptian theme going around it. It is larger. So it could be used for like pipes as well. Looks like it actually has like the pipe rests here on the side. We have these great large Pez, Chewbacca and Darth Vader Pez dispensers. And those are just $9.60 each. We got some Annie going on here. A lot of great vintage toys. We got some tins. These are, they're now vintage because they're 25 plus years old, I believe. Yeah, 1983. They're reproductions, but now they are actually vintage, of actual vintage tins, $6.40. Really cute. It's a nice Whitman's candy tin. 150th anniversary. Limited edition, 1992. So that in itself makes that vintage, and that one's on sale for $11.20. Some more great old tins, older tins. And again, just reach out. We will gladly get you that information. I did feature this Colt 45 tin sign a few weeks ago with all the measurements, and that's just $20. Betty Page for $19.20 in the box. And a lot of great glasses over here. And again, any of those prices, you're going to take the 20% off, so $2.40. Nice crock came in the other day from them for $12. It's a little newer. I mean, like the lid is nice and light, so make a good cookie jar. I did feature these the other day as well. These great set of jewel bright ornaments. Very nice condition. Jar of marbles for $28. And here's more of the decorative pieces I was talking about. These are $9.60 each. They are cast iron. They have hooks, the holes on each end, so you can hang these on the wall if you wanted to. You'd be able to mount them on a piece of furniture as well if you wanted to. If you have a fireplace that needs some decoration, you can paint, as I always say on everything, if you don't like the color of something, paint it. And you just get that really strong, like a concrete-ish kind of glue, and you can get those mounted onto another surface if you wanted to, like your fireplace. Just make sure it's well, it shouldn't really get heated too much on your mantle. So again, now we're on to Reloved with Hart, who has some great cast iron and wooden boxes. So she sold a bunch of the cast iron already. So this is $56 for this one. What does this one say it is? National Wagner made number 8. And $45 on this box becomes $36. Nice old coffee grinder. It does have some rust. As you can see, it does have quite a bit of rust, and it's $32. It's a very unusual shape to the drawer. 1920s, 30s on that. Nice old tins, galvanized oil funnels, Sir Walter Riley cans, no lids, and they're just $8 each, and there are 2 of those. So I'll probably be bringing at least one of those up tomorrow night. And the set of 4 of these mugs is $20, so that's $5 a mug. They are vintage, made in Japan, and each one features a different bird, not sold individually. $24 on that nice crock. And you always have to look up. And then this is her second bookcase right here. I sold a bunch of the Raggedy Ann already. Andy, there's some still left. 3 pieces of the Pyrex for $70, missing the red bowl on the primary set there. Some Corel Corningware cornflower blue. No lid for $9.60 for the 1 quart. Here's the tiny one, and he is just $6.40. So there's no lids, but it's a good deal on those. It's a nice blue pitcher. Just sold a smaller one like this. This one's $24. We sold the smaller one for not much less than that. And there's a bunch of great kitchen tools down here as well. So let's see, this guy is $12 for the, ooh, this is interesting, $16 for the wire kitchen brush. And then this one's got some interesting shape to it. It's not like me, $8 for the long-handled black brush. That's a neat piece there. A nice old curling iron for $8.80. There's a nice bowl here for $14.40. 1 chip of glaze. It has a chip of glaze to it. So, like I said, they try to find any of those condition issues and bring those to your attention so you're not being snookered and not catching things. We try to find them. $4 for the cute little primitive. And $16 on the sun-kissed milk glass reamer. So, again, this was Reloved with Hart, who will be moving into a booth in just a week and a half or so. Probably starting to move in tomorrow. And this is Thrifty Rick, who is our other vendor that we visited in the back. They are our newest vendors. Well, and we'll be visiting with one of our actual newest vendor, who I've posted some stuff from on our Instagram, Facebook page on, is from Mia's Treasures. She just joined us. So if you don't already follow us on Instagram or Facebook, I do suggest that you do, or even if you just pop in as a guest, because I will post every day items. I'll sometimes do a whole booth shot, which you can zoom in and see items as well. So if I'll focus on like one item, or I'll take a whole booth shot kind of thing. And we have a lot of people that shop that way as well, so as not to miss out on anything. I'm just heading back up to the front. I do have a young lady who likes all the UK candies that we have. I have Maltesers coming back in, and we just got in the Walker's crisps. We have different flavors. And I'm surprised to see that the prawn is actually vegetarian. And as you can see, well, it's still a little bit of a mess, but we have changed the whole front configuration. The candy is back here. The ephemera has moved to the back corner. We still have some work to do there. This whole front area has changed. This is all vintage mix here in the middle, right here. And then the food continues along the perimeter. Oh, and then most of the Harry Potter, there's still some other Harry Potter necklaces and stuff elsewhere, but we got the Harry Potter candy and such pretty much in one spot. Gumball machine is not for sale, but the gum in it is for sale. Candles are still right here. This I grabbed from one of my vendors when I brought it in, and I painted it really quickly to use it because it holds so much stuff on it. So, and again, this is just the front, and then vintage continues to like this book, this little area here, but next to it is my, let me put this, where's this switch? Next to it's like the boutique-y stuff, which is going to be filled in. We have some sunglasses and stuff coming, but this is the soaps. I even have this perfume, which I bought just a couple because I have the samples up front. You can try them. I wasn't sure how good they would be, and they actually are very nice. So we will be doing, we have those for sale as well. The temporary tattoos from Conscious Ink are located here. The hat, these have been very popular, the crocheted scarves. We have such cute little change purses that are just $3, and I have a bunch of other scarves which have been very popular. These, they're $10 each. They're huge, and they are so soft. And then we have the chenille, like, what is this one? The chiffon style with the embroidered. These are just $8. And then we have the satiny kind of feeling ones for just $6. As you can see here, we have the young lady with the head scarf and one of the head kerchief, and then the scarf. And then this one she has the satiny one with this other kind of headband that we also sell. And those headbands are just $5 each, and the head kerchiefs are just $8 each. So, and we also have the essential oils in. A lot of people asked us to get those in, so we did, and we have the sage smudge sticks in. I do have to get more of the Fresh and Fancy goat milk soap, the pump. We really like the the foaming hand soap. My mind is just going offline again. But the body wash I was not too thrilled with, so that's now down to $3. It's a nice body wash, but it's just it doesn't soap up as much. It doesn't get as lather. It doesn't lather too much, which I really like. And here's some more of the vintage as well mixed in. And we still have all the soy melts as well, because we do very well with those and some of the other soaps. Ooh, I missed a spot of reorganizing. And again, all the ephemera is now in the back corner, as you can see, and that still has to be filled in and flushed. So over here is our contact information again. Tonight we visited with, before I went off on a tangent again, Redreamable, Thrifty Rick and Re-Loved with Hart. Our contact information is right up in our About, as well as right here in this shot here that you can see. And you can also call us at 973-786-5555. As always, thank you for visiting with Gray Barn, and have a wonderful evening.